I even plucked my eyebrows for this. Hi everyone, my name is Beth and I just discovered FlossTube a few days ago and watched a whole bunch of videos, thought it looked like a lot of fun, wanted to do one for myself and thought it might be a good idea for the intro video to do the Know Your Needleworker tag. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first question is, where do you live? And I live in Northern Virginia, although that is not where I am originally from. And I'm not going to say where I'm originally from because I thought it might be fun for you all to try to guess where I was born and raised. So in the comment section, go ahead and give me your best guess of where you think I am actually from. And it'll be really interesting to see what people say. I know my accent's a bit of a giveaway, but we'll see how close people get to where I was actually born and raised. So there's your challenge right off the bat. So next question, what do you do for a living? I am an instructional designer for a company here in the Northern Virginia area that serves the military. So I write courses for people who are financial counselors for members of the military. And it's very fun and very rewarding, and I've been doing that for a few years now. Next question, do you have any children? No, I am married. My husband and I have 2 cats, and you might see the orange one, Athena, wandering around in the background. I'm not sure. She never understands when I'm talking on the phone or doing a video why I'm not talking to her. So, but yes, no kids, 2 cats. And next question, what are your other hobbies besides stitching? Well, I have a lot of those. I like to make jewelry. I have done, not recently, some digital painting, which is a whole lot of fun. I don't have a serious art background and never had any lessons, but there are programs you can use like Corel and Painter and Photoshop, of course, and so it's fun to experiment and just try different things, pet portraits and landscapes and that kind of thing. I also write fiction under a pen name, and I've self-published a couple of books since 2013, and that's been a really fun experience. Might end up doing a couple of videos on the book thing. My books are set in the music business. It's what I used to work in, know it really well. My husband is a musician. They say write what you know, so I write about the music biz, and that's a lot of fun. And other than that, other hobbies, I knit a little bit. Just started that last year, and I'm not very good. I can knit, I can purl. That's about it. So I do short scarves, like, oh, if you can see that. I get bored doing the long scarves that wrap around and around, so I do these keyhole scarves that have a slit in them, so you can whip them up pretty quickly in a weekend. So yeah, those are my other hobbies besides stitching. Next question, what is your favorite movie? And I am skipping a couple of questions about TV, and because I don't really have time for TV with all those hobbies. So favorite movie, I like a lot of, generally, I don't like a lot of anime, but I like the Japanese filmmaker Hayao Miyazaki. He does beautiful, if you've ever seen any of his movies, like Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke. I always have the hardest time pronouncing that. Anyway, love his movies. My all-time favorite movie, though, would probably be Strange Brew, which is the Doug and Bob McKenzie movie, because, hey, it's Shakespeare in a brewery. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Favorite book, again, don't really have any one favorite book. I read quite a bit, fiction and nonfiction. My favorite nonfiction genre would probably be hiking journals, hiking accounts, like hiking the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Coast Trail. It's really fun for me to read about things that I never would have the guts to do myself, but to read what other people went through and how the journeys transformed them physically, mentally, all that. That's always really fascinating. So other than that, fiction books, I like a lot of Colleen McCullough. She writes a lot, huge, big, thick books about the Roman Empire. Lots of names and stuff to get your head around, but her plots are always fascinating. So yeah, what is your favorite music is the next question. Well, if you can't guess from my channel name, I do like the rock and roll a lot. Everything from classic rock. The first band I ever got into was Journey, actually, and when I was like 11, I got this big crush on Steve Perry, which I maybe still have. But since then, basically anything with guitars I'm into. So I do like a lot of harder rock, from the 80s and 70s too. I like some metal. I like a genre called post-rock, which is really hard to describe, but I might do another video as well. In addition to the writing stuff, I might do a video on the music that I like, because it's just too much to get into right now. But basically, I like the rock and roll, and I'm still kind of in shock about the death of Lemmy from Motorhead. So if that tells you anything about what I'm into, yeah. And then the next question, the last question I have on the list: what one word best describes you? Friendly. I think that's a good word, friendly. I'm like my mom. Everywhere I go, I talk to total strangers, and it's funny because I'm with my mom and she does that. Like if we're at an airport or something, she's like, "Hey, so where are you flying to today?" Oh, blah, 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 talking to these people like and I'm standing there going, "Mom, God, stop!" And then I do the same exact thing when I'm out with people. So I know where I get it from. So friendly would be the word to describe me. And other than that, yeah, so I think that wraps up the whole getting to know your needleworker tag. I'll close out the video just showing you a couple of my latest finishes, just because I am actually a stitcher. Yeah, I've been doing it since the 90s. Anyway, here's the first. Here's my very latest finish. I just finished this yesterday. Country Cottage Needleworks Frosty Forest. And with the little, I almost forgot to put the little bird button on, but I remembered at the last second. So at least I remember before I took it to the framer, so that's good. And I have another Country Cottage Needleworks September, because that's the month I was born in. So this is actually one that I probably will keep. I give away, so far I've given away every single thing I've stitched. But I think I'm keeping September for my upstairs stitching room. And then the last finish I have to show is one of the hometown holidays from, oh gosh, I know the name, A bunch of you are yelling it at me right now. You're like, Little House Needleworks. God, sorry. Yes. Little House Needleworks, hometown holiday, the steam train. I am also a big steam aficionado. I've got my Strasburg Railroad shirt on, and which is up in Lancaster County. I go there all the time. I've got friends up there. Love Lancaster, beautiful countryside. The steam train is really fun. And so I think that about wraps it up for me. So again, very nice to meet you all, and I hope you are having a wonderful 2016 so far. And please look for other videos from me, and I will certainly be commenting and saying howdy on your videos too. So anyway, happy stitching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.